Today we are bringing to you the FA Cup first round draw. Welcome along to the regular viewers and any new viewers that have joined us for this. The FA Cup proper starts here with the first round draw. Like I say, a massive welcome along to everyone. Get your comments in the live chat if you are here bright and early. Make sure as well to drop a like and of course subscribe if you haven't already, if you are new. I'm going to come to your comments and read them out as we go through this building up towards the draw. But like I say, a massive thank you for those of you guys that have joined us. Take 2 seconds to hit the like button. I, for one, cannot wait. This is really where it starts to heat up a bit as we get closer and closer to the Premier League and Championship teams joining. Of course, this is where League One and League Two clubs join the competition alongside any non-league clubs that have made it this far. And we're going to talk about it. And as you can see, we bring you all the information, all the numbers. If you need to know what ball number you are, then look at the side of the screen here. 1 to 80. There's 40 games to be drawn. It will take a little while, so your patience will be appreciated. But until then, let's get all of our excitement into the live chat. Get some comments in, hit the like button. Let's say hello to people that are already here. Excuse me. There's 150 people already. That is amazing. So just before I read your first comment, and do comment, I'm going to try and read it out. Take 2 seconds to like. It really helps the stream if you just hit the like button. But let's read out some comments. Play up Pompey. It says Pompey Lil. Jono says, are we in the draw? No, not Coventry City just yet, buddy. Yeah, like I say, familiarise yourself with the ball numbers to the side of me. Up the O's, says Oscar. When does it start, says Grayson. I think we're expecting pretty soon. Is it 7 o'clock? So we haven't actually got that long. But let's try and read out some comments first. Kettering have scored the most goals in the FA Cup so far, says Prime Boys. There's a good stat. LFC fan says yo yo. Loads of people in here. Corner Kick Live says hi. Thank you guys for joining us. Get your comments in. Say hello. Let's see who you guys support. Let us know. I think we've got a Lincoln City fan in here. Up the Fleetwood says LFC fan. Wayne says PUSB. GHGN says hello. I want to say that under your most recent League One prediction video, I wrote quite useful feedback. Okay, thank you. I will come to that. I will get to that. 28 is Lincoln, says Ashley. And where can I watch the draw? Someone's just asked. Here, we'll bring you the live draw when it gets underway, of course. And like I say, we will remove the ball numbers and write down the actual fixtures. So if anyone missed any, we will show you what they are. Now, there's some really interesting possibilities here. Keep your comments coming. I'm going to read them out. I'm just playing with the lighting, by the way. Do I sound all right? Do I look all right? Just let me know down below. We've got one team from the 8th level of English football. The 8th level, Hensford. Was it Yeah, I think it's how you say it, Hensford. They are from the 8th division. You've also got quite a few 7th division teams like Guiseley, Taunton, Horsham, Harborough, Gainsborough, Kettering, and of course Birmingham City, Wrexham, Blackpool, Bolton Wanderers, Barnsley. Some of the big boys from League One are going to be facing off against a couple of those clubs, I would imagine. Let's have a look. There's 200 people in here, so once again, just hit that like button and we'll get to 200 likes. Let's have a look at some more comments. No more replays from round 1 of the FA Cup, says GHGN. Well, there's a good stat. If you didn't already, if you weren't already aware, no more replays. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I'll leave that to you guys. I suppose for the lower teams, it's probably a bad thing because let's say you're Curzon Ashton and you've, I don't know, drawn at home to Bolton. You might want to go away to Bolton and get, you know, a big day out, but you won't be able to if there's no replays. On the other hand, it does help with the fixture congestion without replays, of course. Ashley says, where's the like button? It's down there, and we're on 98 likes. So 2 more likes takes us to 100, which would be amazing. Yo, Matt says, Ash, can you remember Pontefract Coles, the 9th division? They were in the 2022 draw. Wow, that is incredible. So yeah, I mean, for those of you guys that might just follow the Football League, the FA Cup kick starts back in August. Is it even July? I think it might just be the very start of August when you've got, I think it's the 10th and 9th division teams. And we're talking proper low down the football pyramid here. They are so far away from the Football League. So this is just magical for them if they can get this far. And as I say, you've got Hednesford, who drew with Gateshead, I believe, who are in the draw as the last 8th division team. So if they can somehow win that replay against Gateshead, which will be tricky, of course, because Gateshead are a good National League team, then they could go away to a former Premier League team like Bolton or Birmingham or Reading that are currently in League One, of course. Fun fact, Hednesford reached the 4th round in 1997. There you go. Get your stats down below. That's a great stat. By the way, am I pronouncing it right? I feel like I am. Hednesford. No one's corrected me on it. Thomas says, I always enjoyed the replays. It's a shame they are no more. Kettering versus Wrexham is the Prime Boys comment. Actually, before we do anything, because it is early in the stream, there's 250 of you guys. Every single one of you take 1 second to comment which team you support. Let's see how many different fans we have got in here today. Comment down below the team you support and we will see how many different fans we've got from every single club. So go to the live chat and let us know which team you support. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button so you can then get involved with the live chat and everyone else. Let's have a little look. I would imagine, knowing my fan base, because we do League One predictions, which we will have again tomorrow with Benjamin Bloom. I reckon there's quite a few Wrexham, Birmingham, Bolton, Barnsley fans. I think we've got a few Blackpool and Stockport fans as well that watch the channel. Here we go. Excuse me. Look at all these different fans. Bradford, Chelsea, Preston, Arsenal, Wigan, Carlisle, Portsmouth, Watford, Plymouth, Wealdstone, Lincoln, Man City, Fleetwood, Wealdstone, Birmingham, Bradford, Birmingham, Huddersfield, Carlisle, Coventry, Kettering and Spurs, Bradford, Reading, Wrexham, Bradford, Wigan, Palace, Wrexham, Millwall, Man City, West Brom, Kettering. There you go. If you want to have your team given a shout out in the live chat, then let me know which team you support in the live chat. And while you're there, like I say, make sure you are subscribed and liking. So once again, just for those of you guys that might have joined us and might not know what ball number you are, it's 1 to 80. So be patient because it's slowly scrolling up with all of the teams. The first 48 teams are League One and League Two in alphabetical order. And then from 49 down to 80, which gives us a total of 32 non-league teams. There's a combination of National League North and South, the 7th division, and one from the 8th division. And you really, let's be honest, guys, this is what the FA Cup is all about. You want those teams to do well, unless they come up against your team, of course. For example, last season, Maidstone, they played Coventry, and as much as I wanted Maidstone to go as far as they could, it was the one time I really wanted them to lose. But they did great. That's what it was about last year. Let's think of how many great stories in the FA Cup there were last year. Maidstone beating Ipswich. What else was there? Did we have any League 1 or 2 teams get quite far? Of course, Coventry got to the Championship, got to the semi-finals, beating Wolves, and should have beaten Manchester United, but let's let that go. So share your thoughts. It really is a magical competition with rich history. I know some people say it's not what it is. It's not what it once was anymore, but let's see. Let's see what the draw gives us. So keep hitting that like button. Let's have a look at some more comments. How are you, Matt? Says Simon. I'm good, thank you. Jack says Boreham Wood 2 years ago. Did they beat Bournemouth? I swear they beat Bournemouth. Boreham Wood. Watford versus Chesterfield was a good game. That's right. And by the way, can I just say a massive, massive thank you to a donation, which is really, really appreciated. Guys, give him a big shout out. Give him a round of applause in the live chat. Football Predictions has just commented with a £10 donation. Thank you so, so much. He says, how do I live stream? I'm a Shrewsbury fan. I'm called Leighton. So, are you looking to start a YouTube channel? I presume you've already got one, which you've just commented with. You should be able to... I use OBS, so if you want to make a note of that, that's where I stream, and you can, I don't know, do live watch-alongs when you're watching a game or a draw, which is what I do. But OBS is the one to use that I would recommend. But thank you so much for that. And good luck to Shrewsbury. I hope you get a good draw in this first round draw. Let's have a look at a few more comments. Thank you so much. 50 subs, says the Prime Boys. What's that mean, 50 subs? I don't know what that comment means, sorry. Hi Matt, I'm a Villa fan, says Jason. And we've also got another Villa fan here. Villa TV says he wants Tamworth versus Burton. I suppose, would that be a little bit of a derby? Tamworth, Burton, not that far away from each other. Yeah, Tamworth have made it. Any notable non-league teams? As I say, you've got... I don't know, Rushall Olympic, Peterborough Sports, Brackley, Kettering, Scarborough, Harborough, Gainsborough, Guiseley, Taunton, Horsham. There's a real mix here. Weston-super-Mare, Hensford. There's some big National League teams. You've got York City, Tamworth are from the National League, Rochdale, Olhdam Athletic. That's another one. Remember when Olhdam beat Fulham a few years ago in the FA Cup? That was amazing. That was. Southend, Solihull Moors, my local National League team. And I'm really excited for the draw, guys. It's not far away, so just get a few more comments in before we come round to the draw, and we'll try and hit 200 likes in the next 2 minutes. We've got over 200 people watching, so please take 2 seconds to drop a like and, of course, subscribe. Let's just read out a few more comments. I support Boston as well as Wednesday, says VMX Minty. Hey, West Brom Fan TV, good to see you. He says, hello mate, you okay? I'm good, thank you. Guys, check out West Brom Fan TV. Really good content, of course, based around West Brom. So if you're interested, West Brom Fan TV, definitely worth checking them out. Sorry guys, there's so many comments here. It would have been good to see Bury or Macclesfield in the first round, says Max Winstone. Yeah, Bury, I think they got knocked out in the last round. And for those of you people that might not be aware, of course, Bury, the former Football League club, banished from the Football League, and they're making their way up the football pyramid now, I believe. I think they're in the 9th division, and they just lost in the last round of FA Cup qualifying. Let's have a look at a few more comments. Joel, good to see you, Joel. Thanks for joining us. Check Joel PUSB out. He does Coventry vlogs, by the way. Good lad. He says, hi, Matt SB. Good to see you, Joel. Coven York. Louis is a Coven York fan. There you go. A bit weird, he says. Ben says, damn, autocorrect. Leighton, not Leighton. With an E, not an A. Guys, thank you so much for your comments. Do keep them coming. If I miss your comment, I'm sorry. There is nearly 300 people in here. Like I say, if you've just joined us, we are building up to the FA Cup first round draw. And if you've not already made yourselves aware of what team or what number your team is, or like myself, I don't actually support a team here, but you can make yourself aware of certain numbers if you've got a team you want to follow, I suppose. So, for example, my friend George, he lives close to Alfreton now. So I'm kind of hoping that Alfreton were to get on a good FA Cup run and maybe play Coventry or something. There's a few more interesting ones. You've got Wrexham, of course, like I say, Birmingham City, both from League One. They are some of the big draws, the big names at this first round draw, I guess. Like I say, plenty of former Premier League teams now in League One. Let's have a look at a few more comments. Bury Town got knocked out of round 1. There you go. Can we just read out this comment? Thank you so much from Leon Wrexham. He's just donated. Guys, that's very generous. You don't have to do that. It's massively appreciated. So massive thank you to the donation earlier. And we've got Leon Wrexham who says, I want an easy game, so Shrewsbury at home. There you go. Yeah, Wrexham beat Shrewsbury, was it 3-0 a couple of weeks ago? A massive thank you to Leon Wrexham for that donation. And like I say, we've had another donation now. Here we go. I tried before with my friends Riley and Tom, but I couldn't also. What did you use with sound? Right, football predictions. Thank you so much for your donation. I really do appreciate that, and I'm more than happy to help you out. So if you've got Instagram, follow me on Instagram and drop me a private message, and I'm more than happy to talk you through what I do live streaming wise. I think when I first started, it is difficult to, get to terms with it. But once you've done it a couple of years like myself, I sort of do it quite easily now. But yeah, if you need any tips on YouTube stuff, feel free to message me on Instagram and I can try and sort you out there. Thank you so much for that donation. And thank you to everyone who donated there. That was brilliant. I'm trying to catch up on comments, guys. There's so many of you guys in here. Birmingham versus Kettering, says Max. Imagine. Well, it can happen. I mean, this is sort of unfamiliar territory for Birmingham. They're not usually in the FA Cup first round draw. It's their first, excuse me, it's their first time in the third division of English football for some time. So it's a bit strange to them, I guess. They might end up with any kind of non-league team here. This is speaking for myself, but I think the worst kind of draw you can get is someone from your own league. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but I think if you play someone from your own league, it's a bit like, we're already going to play them. It's a bit boring. So you're kind of looking for the different possibilities you could get here. Let's have a look at a few more comments. What round will Coventry be, says Kings. Round three. What else have we got? Hi, Matt. I'm an Ipswich fan, says Kieran. Cheers for joining us, buddy. Always sat waiting for the notification for predictions videos. Is the Championship one out on Wednesday? It is. West Brom Hunter. Thank you so much for that comment. Here we go. Macaulay says, I like Coventry and I'm a Portsmouth fan. There you go. Greetings from Tenerife, says Burgie. Yeah, guys, wish Burgie a happy holiday. He's currently enjoying the sun while we're all here in the cold UK. Well, actually, I can't speak for everyone. I mean, where's everyone watching from today? Let us know. Are you watching from the team, the location of where your team you support plays? Are you watching in America? Are you watching somewhere in Europe? Let us know in the live chat where you're watching this stream from. We're going to get to the draw very soon. It's 2 minutes to 7. So just let me know where you're watching from. Let's have a bit of fun with that. And like I say, do take 2 seconds while you are here to hit that subscribe button. If we could get 8 people watching now to subscribe, we will hit the next milestone, which would be amazing. So please make sure to subscribe and make sure you've dropped a like. And I honestly can't wait now. We're really close to the FA Cup really getting going. They call it the FA Cup proper at this stage. The qualifying is done. This is round 1 and the draw starts very soon. Get involved, comment, like, subscribe. Let's see where you guys are watching from. Here we go. Germany, wow. Canada, Newcastle, Indiana, USA, look at that. Millwall fan in Swindon, Liverpool, Redditch, wow, there's so many comments here. Germany, Ipswich, Nottingham, Hertfordshire, Germany, Denmark, Norfolk, Bristol, Kings Lynn. Wow, look at all these. Germany, they've got quite a few German fans in here. Was that Simon keeps commenting Germany, making me think we've got loads of people from Germany when it's just Simon. Birmingham, Doncaster, a Norwegian Port Vale fan. There you go. Australia as well. Right, brilliant. Thank you, guys. Feel free to comment where you're watching from. But like I say, we are nearly at 7 o'clock, so the attention really is going to turn to the draw. And just to remind you guys, if you're not familiar with how these streams work, and these have become some of my favourite streams to do, by the way. Honestly, the support is brilliant. I'm going to be known as the guy who streams the FA Cup draws and stuff. We will get rid of this like this, and we will then start laying out the draw once the draw starts. But I'll leave this one back up for the next, I don't know, minute or two until the draw starts if you need to have any more looks at it. So we are all ready to go. You've fastened your seatbelts, you've hit the like button, you've made sure you know what ball number your team is. So it's just about when the draw starts, which should be soon. It's just hit 7 o'clock. I can see the coverage is starting now. And once again, it's a real mix. League One, all of League League Two. I don't know, is about half of the National League teams, maybe just more than half. And then National League North, South, and a few teams from Division 7 and one team from Division 8. We will see how this lines up. I mean, I did say earlier that I sometimes don't like the idea of teams playing teams from their own league. But one thing I do like at this stage is if some of the non-league teams play each other, you're guaranteed a non-league team progressing. So that's something I kind of look out for. But also, you do want a big mismatch. You want Tamworth versus Birmingham City. You want, I don't know, Guiseley versus Wrexham. You want these teams that are, I don't know, 3 or 4 divisions apart to lock horns with each other. And once again, thank you for your great support, but we are just 2 subscribers away from the next milestone. So just if there is 2 people watching or 1 person watching that's not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds and 1 more would be massively appreciated. Thank you once again for your great support. Any more comments before we start? What's up, people? Says Nick Knack. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, feel free to let us know how you guys are in the live chat. I'm watching from New Zealand, says Toaster. I woke up early today. There you go. I've got unlimited food, says Burgie. He's, what do you say, all-inclusive holiday. Lucky you. Lucky you. We're still here. It's dark, it's cold, it's horrible outside. It's really starting to feel like winter already. I can't complain. We live in the UK. What do we expect? Watching from Darlington, Roaster says R.I.P. Liam Manning's son, and yeah, I will actually touch on that. I was going to mention actually in the Championship predictions video. That's very, very sad news. Really out of the blue. I don't think he's actually going to be going to Middlesbrough for this weekend's game. So yeah, want to touch on that. That's awful, awful news. My thoughts and condolences with Liam Manning. That's just horrible news. Right, sorry, excuse me. Let's have a look. Where's Sophie? She's not here. She doesn't do these cup draw streams with me. So if you've come for her, you've chose the wrong thing to tune into. I tell you what, she'll be back on the channel on Wednesday, because we've got League One predictions with Benjamin Bloom tomorrow on Tuesday. We've got the Championship predictions with Sophie on Wednesday and the Premier League predictions with Sophie on Thursday. We've got a busy schedule, and while you guys are in here, your brilliant support. I was thinking, I need to speak to Benjamin Bloom about what we're going to do about League One predictions on the weekend of the FA Cup first round, because there won't be any League One games. So I'll put it to you. I think I know what the answer's going to be. But instead of League One predictions that week, would you like a bit of a FA Cup first round predictions, if I can tempt Benjamin Bloom into doing that? Like I say, I'll ask him, but if you're interested, maybe we can do that instead of League One predictions that week. And there could be some interesting games. The draw is coming very soon. Once again, thank you for your patience. We are just waiting for it to get underway. It did say it would start at 7. They're sometimes a little bit late, I know. It feels like ages since I've been here, says MCFC. Good to see you. Let's see how many more comments here we are. Oh, wow, we've had another donation. Football Predictors says he's followed me on Instagram. Can you follow me and we'll chat after the stream? I will. Thank you so much for that donation. That's very, very kind. You didn't have to do that. But I did say I would try and help you out afterwards. So where are we? Is that you? I think it is. I'll drop you a follow back and drop me a message. I'll try and sort that out. Thank you once again for your support, guys. That donation is very, very generous. You don't have to do that. Just comments are very generous on their own. I got a start of the day at school, says Joel. Good lad. Go on, Joel. Repping the Coventry City fans in your school. Good lad. And well done. Well done, mate. Watching from Maidstone. Or watch for Maidstone, says Max. Up the Wrexham, says Daniel. Just made it in time, says Tom. Yeah, if you've just joined us, we haven't started yet. It did say it would start at 7. So I appreciate your patience. Don't go anywhere now, because it will start any second and you might miss it. So when it starts, I will type it out. You will not miss a thing. And I'm honestly really excited at the different possibilities we might get here. All right, final thing we'll do before the draw starts. If you want to do any predictions for the draw, feel free to get them down below. Give us a crazy prediction like, I don't know, Chesham United versus Bolton Wanderers. Throw a random one in the live chat and see if you get it right. That's worth doing. I know it's totally random, but if you get any draw predictions correct, that's pretty cool. Good man for helping others out, get started. Yeah, no worries. And he's been very generous, by the way. He didn't have to donate. That's very kind. But honestly, there's nothing more I want to do than encourage other creators. It's really, really fun. And honestly, it's changed my life. So if someone ever asked for advice, I'm more than happy to help. So that goes for anyone watching. Here we go, Michael, with a fairly predictable one. I would have said something like that. Birmingham City versus Solihull Moors. Let's make it happen. That would be good. Mansfield v Chesterfield, says Rover Animates. There you go. Dagenham and Redbridge versus Accrington, says Toaster. Bolton Birmingham, says Sar. Only one Hampshire team in the draw, says Nick Knack. Bristol Rovers to lose 5-0, says Ollie. And as you can see by his picture, he's a Bristol City fan. Goodness me. Braintree versus Birmingham, says Ewan. There you go. Brum, Wrexham at Wrexham, says Simon. That would be interesting. I know it's two teams from the same league, and you know they're both concentrating on getting promoted this season. I'm sure that's the goal, especially for Birmingham. If Wrexham can get promoted as well, that would be unbelievable. If they got each other in the FA Cup, it would give Wrexham a chance to get some revenge after Birmingham did beat them 3-1. It would be a tasty match. Thank you so much again for the donations. Football Predictor has just donated again. Thank you so much. You don't have to do that. Honestly, I appreciate the donations. I will. If you message me, I'll tell you what I did. If you need help setting up with live streams and stuff, so I really appreciate that. Here we go. Ben says, please give me Orient versus Wimbledon just because I can easily get to either ground. There you go. Selfish from Ben. I'm joking. Reading versus Worthing, says David. Huddersfield versus Horsham, says Roaster. There you go. Was it Rouster? Is that how you say that? Boston United versus Oldham, says Taylor. Honestly, you guys have got me thinking back to some classic FA Cup games over the years. That Fulham versus Oldham game, that was unbelievable. I just remember the Oldham fans at Fulham being so good. I mean, Wrexham fans, you know, as much as it pains me to say it, when you guys came to Coventry, as painful as it was amazing for you guys, wasn't it? Unbelievable. And your fans were amazing. I'm trying to think back. Do you remember Birmingham City played like Blythe Spartans in the FA Cup? That's going back a few years. I remember like the keeper was getting loads of abuse. I shouldn't laugh at that, actually. Very professional on this channel. Swindon versus Reading sounds good, says David. What else have we got? Reading versus Swindon. There's so many comments here. Thank you so much for them. All of the likes and subscribes and donations are massively appreciated. Like I say, I'm just here trying to have some fun with you guys. There's over 400 of you. So once again, thank you for your patience. While you're waiting, do feel free to take 2 seconds to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, just to stick around and watch more content on this channel. Oh, there we go. We hit that little milestone. If you want to subscribe and help us out, please do get involved. What do you reckon, guys? Yes or no? Can we hit 100k next year? I think it's possible with your great support. Thank you once again. So, the wait goes on. Someone said down below they reckon it'll start at 10 past, and it is currently 8 past. So, does that mean 2 minutes? Hopefully it takes no more than that. They're really slow with these draws sometimes, aren't they? Speaking of draws, what's the next one we've got? I think we've got the Carabao Cup quarter-final draw at the end of the month. So, like I say, I really do enjoy these live streams covering the draws. So if you want to get involved and see more of these for the FA Cup round 2 next month as well, get involved. And like I say, we might have predictions for the FA Cup first round soon as well. Let's have a look. So many comments. Wow. Liverpool 5, Havant and Waterlooville 2, says Ryan. Yes, I remember that. Havant and Waterlooville took the lead at Anfield. I think they took the lead twice. It was a crazy game, that was. Hello from South Sudan, says Seb Film. Wow, look at all these people tuning in from all over the place. What else have we got? Blackpool versus Bolton is another prediction. The Energy Drink Cup needs to be scrapped. It's a waste of time, says Seb. Posh versus Cambridge, says Moon Knight. Yes, I mean they're both in League One, but that would be a derby. Is there any other derbies we can think of? I'm sure there's loads. There's plenty of London derbies, like, what would we call it? Charlton, Leyton Orient, Wimbledon, Sutton. Did they make it, Sutton? Yep, they made it as a non-league team. There's quite a few non-league London clubs. In the Midlands, of course, you've got Birmingham City, who could play Tamworth or Solihull Moors. That would be quite interesting. Who could Wrexham play? maybe Newport, a bit of a Welsh derby, I guess. Excuse me. Shrewsbury, that's not too far from Wrexham. Right, it's 7:10, guys. I know some of you are getting frustrated because it's taking a little while. Don't blame me. I'm sure none of you are, but we're just waiting for the draw to start in this stream, and then we will follow it live. Wimbledon versus MK Dons. Yes, that could happen. Both in League Two, but yeah, they could play each other again. Rotherham versus Barnsley or Doncaster. Yeah, they're all Yorkshire clubs, aren't they? Who else you got in Yorkshire? Bradford City. Can I think of any more Yorkshire clubs that have made it? I think FC Halifax got knocked out, didn't they? Any non-league Yorkshire clubs? I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. The draw's starting. Never mind. Right. Thank you once again for your great support. Just one last thing, one last request. If you've not already hit the like button, make sure to do it now. Let's try and hit 300 likes before the draw starts, which they're just about to do. So please hit the like button. Please make sure, of course, to subscribe as well. And like I say, we will cover the FA Cup draw, which they're just doing a build-up towards, talking about Manchester United winning it last year. Ugh. They didn't win it. Coventry should have won it. Outrageous. We were robbed. Here we go. So, last chance to have a little look and make sure you know what ball number you are, because we are going to focus on the draw itself now, guys. So have one last look. Make sure you know what ball number you are. And I'm going to remove this in 10 seconds. So have one last look. And then I'm going to remove it. Thank you once again for all your support, for all the people that have liked and subscribed and commented. By the way, just because your team might be drawn out, you don't have to leave the stream. We will talk about the draw once it's concluded, and we'll have a look at the ball numbers, not the ball numbers, the fixtures and who's playing who. So yeah, they're just about to start it any second now. Let's just have a little look. Seb says, still bitter seeing United beating Coventry. I felt for you guys. Thank you, Seb. Much appreciated. I felt for us as well. God, it was painful, that. But so proud of what Coventry did in the FA Cup last year. And like I say, that's why I get excited for the FA Cup draw. I know Coventry are not in this one, but for people that support any club, if you can get as far as you can in the FA Cup, then it is magical, especially if you can cause an upset. Right, I'm going to remove this 5 seconds, and then I'm going to start typing up the fixtures because they are putting the balls into the pot and starting the draw any second now. Whoops. Why did that happen? There we go. The stream just seemed to disappear for a second. Are we all still live? Yeah, okay, nothing happened there. Goodness me, my laptop froze. Well, not my laptop, my Google Chrome froze there. Anyway, excuse me. Right, I did say I'd remove this, so here it goes. I'll let it get down to 80 so you know what ball number 80 is. Braintree, there you go. And off it pops, because we're going to start to type up the fixtures. Like I say, the FA Cup first round draw. This is the first proper round of the competition, and then you got round 2, then you got round 3 where the Premier League and Championship teams join. Who is playing who in the first round? They're just waffling on a little bit, just talking about the magic of the FA Cup, but they're just about to get it started. So hold your horses for a few more seconds. Come on. They're just pointing out which teams to look out for. Thank you once again for your support, guys, and your patience. It is coming up now. Like I say, one last thing to point out. Hensford, who are playing Gateshead in a replay, are the lowest ranked team left. They're from the 8th tier, and we do have a few 7th tier teams like Guiseley, Horsham, Kettering, Harborough, Gainsborough, and I think that is it. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Taunton. Yeah, Horsham. Yeah, that's 6. Right. Oh, come on. Here we go. They're going to get it started now. Massive thank you once again for your support. I'm going to start typing them up. Like I say, you won't miss anything here. You can look at the previous draws as the draw continues. And here comes the first ball number. Who is it going to be? It's coming, it's coming. Here we go. It is number 38, which is Rotherham United. And they will take on number 15, which is Cheltenham. League 1 versus League 2. Next up, we have number 4, which is Barrow. And Barrow will take on number 20, which is Doncaster Rovers. It's an all League 2 matchup there. So, after Barrow v Doncaster, we now have 79, which is Worthing. Wow, okay, here we go. This could be interesting. Who are Worthing going to get? They're going to get 31, which is Morecambe. Worthing v Morecambe. 69. Boreham Wood. I'm going to struggle for space here. Who are they playing? Number 27, which is Leyton Orient, which I'm just going to have to put Leyton. But you know who I mean. Boreham Wood v Leyton Orient. Are we calling that a bit of a London derby? Does it count as a London derby? Next up is 21, which is Exeter City of League 1. And they will take on 73, which is Barnet, who are currently top of the National League. After that, we have 13. And 13 is Carlisle United. Let's see who they get. They will get 46, which is Wigan Athletic of League 1. Carlisle are struggling, by the way, at the moment. I think they're currently bottom of League 2. Next up, Tamworth. Here we go. Give them Birmingham City. That would be great. 26. It's going to be Huddersfield. Oh, okay. I like that. Tamworth are going to get a visit from former Premier League club Huddersfield Town. That's a big game for Tamworth. Next up, Hartlepool or Brackley. And they will take on Braintree in an all non-league matchup. Okay, 59 up next. We have got Curzon Ashton. Let's see who they're facing. They are taking on 29, which is Mansfield. I'm just going to put Curzon. 48 is up next. They are... sorry, that was Wycombe. Wycombe take on York. I think I misnumbered Wycombe there. Wycombe v York. Number 8 up next. That's Bradford City. Who will they take on? 66. Aldershot. Sorry, by the way, going back to Wycombe, I've written down Wigan twice. So that's why I made a mistake there on the floor. But Wycombe are taking on York. Bradford are taking on Aldershot. And there's lots of Bradford, I think, staff in the room there because they're doing the draw at Valley Parade. Next up is 61, which is, here we go, Hensford or Gateshead. And they will take on number 60, which is going to be another non-league team. Oh my God, how am I going to fit this in? Gainsborough or Boston? Oh my God, it's spilling over the edges there. That's well hard to type in. Right, Burton Albion are up next. Burton are taking on 56, which is Scarborough. Let's just put Scarborough like that. Okay, next up we've got Tranmere Rovers. I still think Tamworth Huddersfield is standing out to me. 51, Oldham. Oh, okay. What was that? Merseyside versus Manchester area, I guess. Rochdale. You're probably going to pick me up on that. That's probably bad geography. But Tranmere's near Liverpool, right? And Oldham's near Manchester. Rochdale take on Bromley. So that's National League versus League 2. Still quite a few to get through here. Walsall are up next. Who are Walsall going to play? Number 7, Bolton Wanderers. That's not a bad fixture. Walsall v Bolton. 24, Grimsby. So we've still got Wrexham and Birmingham in the balls. In the pot. Their balls haven't been pulled out yet. 70-71 is Wealdstone. It's a real stretch doing these FA Cup first round draws because there's so many ball numbers. Number 9, Bristol Rovers. And they will take on Weston-super-Mare. Oh, that's a good little... Is that a little bit of a derby? Weston-super-Mare's not far from Bristol. I like that. MK Dons. Bristol Rovers v Weston-super-Mare's good. MK Dons will take on... Oh, AFC Wimbledon! There you go. MK Dons v AFC Wimbledon. That's tasty. I know they're in the same league already, but it is a derby. Next up, 54, which is Altrincham. Or Solihull Moors. They will take on Maidstone, of course, who went on a great run last year. Still plenty of balls in there. 77 is Forest Green Rovers. They're taking on Stockport. I missed one. I nearly missed it. Goodness me, it's coming fast. Right, Forest Green Rovers v Stockport. Okay, that's interesting. Reading will take on Fleetwood. Stevenage are up next. They take on Guiseley. Wow. Go on, Guiseley. They've got Stevenage away. Next up, 33. Northampton. They will take on 53, which is Kettering. Is Kettering near Northampton? I'm sure it is. Am I wrong? I swear it's near Northampton. That could be tasty. Rushall Olympic, goodness me, or Peterborough Sports. The Accrington Stanley. I am running out of space to fit these in. Wow. Swindon Town. Don't worry, we're going to talk about all of the draw after the draw's concluded. Swindon take on Colchester, so that's an all League 2 matchup. Salford City from League 2 are up next. They take on Shrewsbury of League 1. Crewe Alexandra up next. They take on 72, which is Dagenham and Redbridge. 36 is up next, which is Port Vale. I still think Wrexham and Birmingham haven't been pulled out. Barnsley are going away to Port Vale. So that's a tasty little match. What else have we got? 74. Chesham. Oh, go on, Chesham. Give them Wrexham or Birmingham. Give them a big one. 28. Lincoln. Oh, that's not bad. You've got a League 1 team there. Chesham v Lincoln. 16 up next. That's Chesterfield, who of course are now in League 2. They take on 65, which is Horsham. Oh, Horsham, they played, was it Barnsley last season? They had a good little run, didn't they? 67 is up next, which is Southend United. Big club for the National League, of course. They take on 14, which is Charlton. Ooh, Southend v Charlton. Not bad. 34 is Notts County. Yeah, who are they going to get? 62. Alfreton. Oh, that's not bad. Alfreton's not far from Nottingham, so Notts County v Alfreton's tasty. 64. Oh gosh, Taunton or Maidenhead. They take on 18, which is Crawley. Just about fit that in there. There you go. 25 is up next, which is Harrogate. God, there's so many games, isn't there? Wow. Harrogate take on 47, which is Wrexham. There you go. Wrexham are away at Harrogate. There's about 8 left, I think. There's about 10 left, maybe. 5 games, I reckon. 76 is Woking. Send Birmingham to Woking. That'd be funny. It's going to be Cambridge that go there. '23 is Gillingham. Currently doing fairly well in League 2. They take on Blackpool. It's a long old journey. Blackpool down to Gillingham. 75 is Tonbridge Angels. Wow. They take on 58, which is Harborough. 68 is Sutton. Like I say, guys, there's still a few more. Sutton are at home to Birmingham City. Oh, there you go. Birmingham go away to Sutton. And then there's 2 left, which is Newport and Peterborough. And who's playing who? It's going to be Newport at home to Peterborough. I think that fits. So, there is the draw. I need to shrink that down a little bit because it's gone all over the place there. Let's shrink that down so it fits. So that is the draw, guys. Like I say, don't go anywhere. We can have a little talk about those fixtures. Some really interesting ones. So, we've got Rotherham versus Cheltenham. We've got Barrow v Doncaster. Worthing v Morecambe. Boreham Wood v Leyton Orient. Exeter City versus Barnet. Carlisle United v Wigan. Tamworth versus Huddersfield. That does stick out. That's quite interesting. Who was that? That was Hartlepool or Brackley versus Braintree. Curzon Ashton versus Mansfield. Wycombe versus York is not a bad little one. Excuse me. Bradford versus Aldershot. Hensford or Gateshead versus Gainsborough or Boston. Burton versus Scarborough. You've also got Tranmere Oldham, Rochdale Bromley, Walsall Bolton, Grimsby Wealdstone, Bristol Rovers Western Supermare, MK Dons v AFC Wimbledon, Altrincham Solihull or Maidstone, Stockport v Forest Green Rovers, Reading v Fleetwood, Stevenage v Guiseley, Northampton versus Kettering, Rushall Olympic or Peterborough Sports versus Accrington Stanley, Swindon versus Colchester, Salford Shrewsbury, Crewe versus Dagenham and Redbridge, Port Vale Barnsley, Chesham Lincoln, Chesterfield Horsham, Southend Charlton, Notts County Alfreton, Taunton or Maidenhead versus Crawley, Harrogate Wrexham, Woking Cambridge, Gillingham Blackpool, Tonbridge Angels v Harborough, Sutton versus Birmingham, and Newport v Peterborough. Wow, I'm losing breath there. So that is the draw in full. Give us your reaction to that. What is going on here? Let's have a look. Salford away. Thank you so much for that donation. I think you've got Salford away. So you said you're a Shrewsbury fan. So Salford versus Shrewsbury. Feel free to share your thoughts. It's a real interesting one here. Glimpse says MK Dons versus Wimbledon. I mean, there are some really tasty matchups here. Feel free to share your thoughts. Which ones are standing out to me? So I liked Tamworth Huddersfield. I really like that one. I think Hensford, if they get through, they might get through again because they're going to face a non-league team if they get through either way. MK Dons AFC Wimbledon is a good one. It's a derby, of course. Bristol Rovers v Western Supermare could be interesting. There's not all too much geography between Western Supermare and Bristol, of course. Northampton v Kettering. I'm sure Kettering is right next to Northampton, so that could be interesting. What else did we get? We got Rushall Olympic or Peterborough Sports playing Accrington. We also had Port Vale Barnsley. That's a bit of a tasty one. I really liked Notts County v Alfreton. That stands out. You got Harrogate Wrexham, and you've also got Sutton Birmingham as well. So, I mean, feel free to say which one you think's the best draw. Are you happy? Are you unhappy with the draw? Let me just wipe that. Let me know down below. We'll be here for a few more minutes. Make sure you have dropped a like, by the way, guys. And please make sure, of course, you have subscribed. It takes 2 seconds to subscribe, so get involved. Here we go. Kettering, Northampton's another tasty derby. Yeah, I was sure Kettering's next to Northampton because I've been there before. Is it Wicksteed Park or something that's in that's in Kettering? I think it's right next to Northampton, so that's slightly interesting. I mean, the thing is, you can call some of these games derbies, But it's not like they play each other very often. But just in terms of geography, you can call it a derby, I guess. Let's have a look at a few more comments. I reckon Sutton v Birmingham will be on TV, says Aidan. That's a good shout. Which game's going to be on TV? I think you might be right. It's got to be something like Sutton Birmingham. Because it's usually when a non-league team's at home to one of the big League One clubs, I reckon. Hull are in round 3, says Glimpse. Yes, we'll get round to the Championship and Premier League teams in round 3. Yeah, you're right. Good to see you, by the way, Glimpse. Not too happy about the Wrexham draw, says Rex Force. It's not ideal, but it's certainly winnable, isn't it? What else have we got? I wanted Chester so bad, says Dale. Are Chester in the draw? I don't think Chester are in the draw. Maybe he's trying to be funny. Wicksteed is in Kettering. There you go. Yeah. Why all these derbies? Says Andrew. I don't know, but I'm not complaining. You know, might as well have a bit of fun. Bristol Rovers v Weston-super-Mare sounds all right, and Northampton v Kettering. I know there will be people that, if they support a Premier League team, are probably thinking, "What on earth is he on about?" But let's be real. For these lower league teams, especially the non-league teams, this is sometimes as good as it gets. So, you know, it is exciting, and I really hope there is some big upsets in the first round of the FA Cup, and we will see. Here we go. I'm a Bristol Rovers fan, slightly worried, says Russell, sorry. I'm getting all mixed up with Russell Olympic. Thank you, Russell, for your comment. He's worried. Imagine if Weston-super-Mare beat them. That'd be interesting. Imagine Southampton versus Northampton, says Kyle. Well, it sounds like it should be a derby, but it isn't. Yeah. Right, keep your comments coming. Please make sure you've dropped a like. I'm going to give it 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to slowly wrap things up. Like I say, if you missed the draw, here's your chance to see what the draw was. It is slowly. Let me make that move a bit faster, actually, so you guys can see it and don't have to wait all too long for it. There you go. So that is the draw. I know for some teams I've slightly abbreviated their name just so it doesn't spill over the edge on the side there. Wycombe versus York is not a bad little game. That sounds really patronising. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Boreham Wood v Leyton Orient, like I say, is that a London derby as well? What else have we got? As a Birmingham fan, we're probably not going to be in round 1 again. So I wanted Weston-super-Mare an excuse for a weekend away with Birmingham. That would be a decent one, wouldn't it? Weston-super-Mare. But I don't know, when are these first round games? Are they in November? I don't know. I suppose it's still a weekend away in November. But it's like if you're in the same league as Blackpool, you want them in August or in May. You don't really want them in December. You can still make a weekend of it, but it's not quite the same, I guess. You'd rather go there, and it's a bit nicer weather, I guess, but there you go. When are Middlesbrough joining? Someone's asked. Round 3. So the draw for that is in December, and then the games are usually around the first weekend of January. Tranmere Olhdam is a good one, says Sar. Yeah, it's not bad, that. And Glimpse, congratulations. I've just seen your comment there. I'm on 3,700 subs. Brilliant stuff, Glimpse. Make sure to check him out if you haven't already. Good Hull City vlogger. Well done, mate. I hope York get beat, says Jaden. Oh, he doesn't like York City. There you go. Right, I'm going to wrap it up in 1 minute, guys. A massive thank you once again for your support. Just please make sure you've dropped a like and subscribed. And if you want to have a final comment read out, whether that's your opinions on the draw or to say goodbye, then you've got 30 seconds to get that in. When is West Ham joining, says Kyle. They're a Premier League team, so round 3 as well. Yeah, maybe we will have some predictions for the first round of the FA Cup when it rolls around. And just once again, whether you're a regular viewer or a new viewer, I just want to say thank you so much once again for your support. It's been really, really appreciated. It's been a great year on the channel. Right, let's have a look at your final comments. Hi, Matt. See you soon, says Emily. Hi and bye. Yeah, take care. Ego Chip says, see ya. Excuse me. Kettering is in Northamptonshire, says Jay. Sounds silly, doesn't it? Northamptonshire. Be nice if Forest Green can beat Stockport, says Paul in Asia. It's going to take a lot for them to do it, but they are having a good season in the National League, Forest Green. Right, I think we're going to call it a day. Right, everyone's saying goodbye. Archer says, cheers, Matt. Thanks for covering. Rover Animates says, see ya. Yeah, thank you, everyone, for your great support. It is massively appreciated. Let's have a look. One last comment. Top Fox says, Leeds are going to win the FA Cup. There you go. What a comment to sign off with. Right, that is it from me. Thank you once again for your great support. That is the FA Cup first round draw complete. If you've missed it there, I'm sure you'll be able to find it somewhere online or on your respected club's social media platforms. But yeah, I mean, final comment from me. Sutton Birmingham will probably be on TV. Tamworth Huddersfield is a good one. Notts County Alfreton. MK Dons v Wimbledon, of course. And what other one did I like? Northampton Kettering. And Bristol Rovers Western Supermare. Right. Thank you once again for your great support. I am actually going now. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.